Hello to my Aries. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general read. Let's get into it. We're coming to the end of a cycle. Let's get into it. So hopefully you all are having a good weekend. Focusing on your own healing. That's right. Talking to you wherever Aries is in your birth chart, even if you're on the cusp of Taurus or Pisces. Check your 12 houses to see where Aries is in your birth chart. Let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. First card out the deck is Three of Cups. All right, Three of Cups. All right, so someone is in a posture of gratitude. Someone is, here we have his Seven of Cups here. That was Three of Cups. So you're talking about something, closing out something, and trying to stay focused, right? Just trying to stay focused. Having conversations about closing out something, right? Here we have the two and moving on. Trying to move on. Here we have the Five of Wands here. And then music could be involved. Talking about possibly music can be involved or something as well. So seeing a keyboard, maybe you're celebrating over some music or something, or listening to music. Let's see here. So prayer, meditation here in your cards. But yeah, trying to stay focused. That's a Knight of Swords here. Trying to stay focused. Focus. Speaking words of gratitude. Trying to keep your vibrations high. Moving on. Here we have the Six of Pentacles here. So it's just trying to move someone towards financial independence here. Here we have the Empress card. So it's just trying to grow your abundance and your prosperity. Somebody could be pregnant, right? Here we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Feeling quite fortunate to be pregnant, or growing your money. You feel like your money is growing in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Excuse me. Here we have the King of Swords here. Just using some wisdom, moving forward. Just using your wisdom and trying to balance some things out. Healthy work. You and somebody trying to just balance some things out with the financial independence. Feeling like a whole new lease on life. So it's you and somebody trying to balance some things out. Here we have the Seven of Wands here. Like I said before, somebody could be traveling, going on a cruise, trying to move forward after possibly feeling like there was maybe a David and Goliath situation there. And here we have the Chariot card. So Source is rewarding somebody for, kind of sort of being at a fork in the road and really just taking the high road. Right? So you're going to feel very fortunate that you took the high road in a situation. And just moving on, right? And just being a team, right? Being a team player. So it looks like there's three people on this team. Capricorn, Virgo, and a Taurus is on a team together. For somebody. So here we have the Four of Cups here. Ooh, hold on. Somebody stopped talking to or stopped talking about somebody. It could have been one way or both. Like it could have been both sides. Like somebody stopped talking to, either somebody stopped talking to somebody or about somebody on one side, or the other side stopped talking to or about somebody, but communication was cut, because I just saw the nine of swords at the end of the deck. So the communication stopped. Communication ended. Right, communication ended. So here we have, yeah, communication ended with two energies. Yeah. So there was a bit of indecision, it looks like, but communication ended with two energies. So, yeah, there's a Nine of Swords again. Yeah, communication ended with two energies. It was just, it looked like it was just causing, because it's two sides of the sword, right? So communication ended with two energies, and so it's just like it was causing everybody involved just nightmares. Just everybody involved is just causing everybody a nightmare. So that's why I talk so much about just keeping the vibrations high on my readings so much, because source works everything out. We cannot play each other's gods. Things work itself out if people are just patient and just let source work everything out. So that's what I'm seeing here. Because when people try to insert themselves and rush and try to force things as their way or the highway, it causes people to be depressed and just feel like, okay, well, wait a minute now. So here we have the Nine of Wands. So something has ended that just didn't produce a whole lot of growth. See this right here, these wands right here, it doesn't produce a whole lot of growth when there's a bunch of friction going on. When there's prayer, that's what I'm saying. This cycle, we had a super moon in Aries, which was supposed to produce the super prayer warrior in everybody. That's what it was supposed to do. And some people just, they like fight against flesh and blood just increased even more for some people. Some people just like wanted to fight people, like just like, okay, no, the fight was against dark entities, not other human beings. We're supposed to become better human beings. So it's like fighting against darkness. Even if you thought other human beings were dark or practicing some kind of darkness, that was a cue to pray for them, not pray on them. So that's what Source is saying, is like the more and more people talk about loved ones who you think are practicing darkness, is causing somebody depression. And it was a younger person that was in the midst of hearing all of this stuff. It was causing them to be depressed. So somebody had to say, okay, let's be the mature one here. Let's pull the plug and stop the communication, right? There is no winner in anything when there's younger people involved and somebody feels like this. Let's back up from everything, and somebody has to be the mature one in all of this, with all this chaos and confusion, and somebody has to be the mature one. Y'all got to remember the age range when it comes to every zodiac sign. You can look all of that up. When you remember the age range when it comes to, there is no winner when people's mental health is at stake here. So there's a younger person who felt like their back was against the wall and was causing somebody to be depressed, possibly drinking, feeling sick. So no, there is no win in that. There is no win in that. So, because there was a person involved. So, yeah. So here we have the Six of Cups. So I see everybody moving on in childlike faith. I see everybody moving on in childlike faith. And like I said, Source is actually going to reward you for, and I'm talking to everybody. Well, let me make sure something is crystal clear. I am not just talking to you if your sun sign is Aries. So cross watchers, please go look at your birth chart. I am talking to you even if your Chiron is Aries. Because in my previous readings, I saw some of you all put that your Chiron is in Aries. You do need your time of birth for your Chiron is in Aries. Your Chiron being in Aries lets me know that somebody could have been bullied when they were younger. Somebody could have felt like they were left out. Or they could have felt like they, like maybe I said bullied or like put in wilderness situations where they felt like they were not empowered in situations, and you've been almost forced to be on the light side of Emperor energy, having to deal with a dark Emperor. People who were very immature. So when we talk about Aries in terms of like the age range, Aries symbolize an age range between 1 year old through 7 years old. So if you're dealing with a dark Emperor energy that acts like a 1 year old to 7 year old, while on one side, on one hand, you may be dealing with somebody who approaches life with just this vibrancy. But if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't get their way and they're a dark Emperor, they'll tear down everything until they get what they want. Even if there's younger people involved who is depressed, confused, about to be admitted into a mental institution, crying, just confused about everything until they get what they want. Some of you all light Aries have had to deal with other dark Aries that have been like that. You've had to deal with other dark Aries that's like that. And you all have been very confused and frustrated. Like, I don't even know what kind of Aries that is. So if you are, your Chiron is Aries and you've had to deal with a dark Aries in your life, and it's pushed you, and you worked on your Chiron and you've had to be mature, and you're the light side of Aries where you know your power, you're mature, you're a person. If you had to deal with a dark Aries where you said, okay, you would rather stand down than to you move your ego to the side than deal with a dark Aries and play some role in worsening somebody else's mental health, kudos and congratulations to you. Kudos and congratulations to you. Then that would make a big win for you. Then you'll see your growth and your prosperity grow. You'll start to see that grow. Some people will win. They don't care about putting people in wilderness situations at all costs. They don't care what they saying to people, around people. They don't care. They'll keep saying stuff. They'll just keep just going on and on and on and on and on. They don't care what they say. So source is saying to you, and they'll believe anything. They'll believe anything people are telling them. So source is saying, good job. Take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. You're moving forward. Take a leap of faith. So somebody is moving on from 3 people. It's 3 people you are moving on. I don't know who the 3 people are, Aries, but it's 3 people you are moving on from. You're not talking to them anymore, and you're not talking about them anymore. So whoever it is, I'm talking to a very mature, high vibrating Aries. There's 3 energies you are not talking to anymore, and you're not talking about them. You have initiated that, and you're moving on. So congratulations. Somebody is, this right here, I see your abundance growing. Source is actually going to feel very lucky. I feel like somebody's going to settle down and get married. This doesn't always mean that somebody's going to have a baby, right? It could mean that your just abundance and your prosperity is when your money is growing. You have clarity of thought, and you're moving on from something. But somebody has definitely dealt with a man who is like I said, he's a predator. He is a man. This is man right here. He's a predator. He likes to put people in survival mode. He loves to put people in survival mode. He's toxic. I can't say it any other way. He likes to put people in survival mode. So if you're a guy, he's that type of guy that would just, like I said, you don't know when it's gonna sneak up on you. He's the type of guy. He's the type of guy that would say he's your friend, but the next thing you know, you're in a situation and he conveniently is nowhere to be found. Yeah, you're just like, what? Or if you're a girl, a lady or whatever, woman, bring you around the family. Next thing you know, it's some kind of situation goes on and he's somewhere helpless. Don't know what happened. You need to defend yourself. It's just craziness all the time. The police are being called all the time. There's always some kind of friction and chaos going on all the time. Always getting people mixed up in something. Always some kind of traumatic event going on within his spirit because he's a predator. So Very narcissistic. So source is saying to you, when people retreat, when there are younger people involved, don't look at that as fear at all. There's somebody saying, okay, they would rather somebody's mental health be protected than somebody's mental health be damaged. Some people don't even want to be bothered with that mess. So kudos to you, Aries. And I'm talking to you wherever Aries is in your birth chart. Yep, Tower moment. Tower moment, Tower moment, Tower moment. Head and heart no longer at war with each other. That's right. Head and heart are no longer at war with each other. Changed, liberated, and free. That's right. Changed, liberated, and free. You have the whole world in front of you. Whole world in front of you, right? So every now and then, somebody will feel like it's a bait and switch in your spirit. Sometimes every now and then you'll feel like it's a bait and switch in your spirit. Like when it comes to these two energies, excuse me, 2-3 energies, it'll feel like a bait and switch in your spirit. But after a while, like I said, you'll learn how to sit on your throne, and you'll learn how to carefully vet your thoughts. You'll learn how to carefully vet your thoughts. You'll say, okay, if it's negative, I'm going to toss that out. If it's positive, if I don't have anything, I'm just, if it's positive, I'm going to, if I don't have anything positive to say, I'm just going to, leave it alone, right? So here we have the 4 of Wands here. Somebody could have a new and exuberant love coming across their path, if that's what you want. If that's what you want. I don't want to push that on anybody, but if that's what you want. New and exuberant love could also mean travel. It can mean a new dog. A new and exuberant love can mean a whole lot of things. It could be a new hobby. It could just mean whatever it is. New friend that you like having a good time with, But here we have the 10 of Swords here. You survived a lot of people who may have stabbed you in the back, but you survived it. And so now it's time for you to start thinking thrive. It's time for you to start really, really thinking thrive. Like no more survival mode. No more of this, I'm in survival mode. Mess. None of that. So, if you've been praying for new love in your life, then be on that frequency to meet it. Be on that frequency to meet it. So, Source is saying, no more talking about exes or a nightmare, family members are nightmares, all this other mess, because that's what you're invoking. If you're talking about that, that is exactly what you're invoking. So, and also even listening to certain, we talk about music here, certain hurts. Like when I talk about like listening to water sounds, in the background, certain hurts. Find out what your zodiac sign is in the planet Uranus also. And Jupiter. And also Mars. Also Mercury. Mercury is about to go station direct. Yeah, Mercury is about to go station direct. Mercury is about to go station direct. All right. So message from your ancestors. Time to ground yourself. Speak it into existence. Much better lies ahead. First red flag, pray and meditate. Things are going to start flowing to you like water. And so journal your journey. Journal your journey. Step through your portal. Wealth is within your reach. Let go. Let God. Let go. So let's see. You have the gift of claircognizance, that's psychic knowledge about other people, and so your new home awaits. Somebody could be moving. The spy is now turned. I don't know who is spying on you, but somebody is turned on. You are in answered prayer, but create the change that you want. You create the change that you want. You create the change that you want. Treat yourselves to a spa day, but just keep moving forward and just pray for people.